Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea. Dear listeners, now we start English language service of Voice of Korea from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Here is a mixed chorus, sung of General Kim Il-sung. We now present a male chorus, sung of General Kim Jong-il. You're listening to VOK, Voice of Korea, News Now. The respected Kim Jong-un received congratulatory messages and letters from different countries on the occasion of the 57th anniversary of the great leader Kim Jong-il's start of work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. The congratulatory messages and letters came from political party leaders of various countries, including the chairman of the Central Committee of the Nepal Communist Party, United, the General Secretary of the Arab Democratic Unionist Party of Syria, the General Chairperson and the General Secretary of the National Guidance Council of the Pioneer Party of Indonesia, the Chairwoman of the Party for Peace and Unity of Russia, the General Secretary of the Revolutionary Communist Party of France, the General Secretary of the Unified Communist Party of Italy, the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress of Ghana, the National Chairman of the People's Progressive Party of Nigeria, the General Secretary of the Workers' Party of the Democratic Congo, and the National Leader of the Workers' Party of Mexico. They also came from the Vice General Secretary for the International Affairs of the Islamic Coalition Party of Iran, the Deputy Director General of the International Institute of the Sochi Idea, high-ranking political, social, and economic personages of different countries, including Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Norway, Belarus, Spain, South Africa, Mali, Uganda, Brazil, and Ecuador, and representatives of the Sochi Idea study organizations and organizations for support to Korea's reunification and for friendship. They stressed that Kim Jong-il led the Workers' Party of Korea to victory and thus made a great contribution to accomplishing the cause of socialism and the cause of global independence, and his immortal exploits will be kept forever in the minds of the progressive humanity. They expressed the belief that the Korean people would achieve a greater success in the struggle for implementing the decisions of the historic 8th Congress of the Workers' Party of Korea under the wise leadership of Kim Jong-un. Meanwhile, the Central Committee of the People's Party of Cambodia sent a congratulatory message to the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. Workers in different fields of the national economy who finished their first half-yearly assignments under the National Economic Plan continue to make innovations. The officials and workers of the Suncheon Cement Complex are putting spurs to the speed of advance based on self-reliance, with science and technology as a vital link for making a breakthrough in the increased production. The Ryongdam Cement Factory has carried on scrupulous operation and command for making a breakthrough in the increased production and introduced advanced scientific and technological achievements boosting production. The Manpo Cemetery is launching an active socialist emulation drive while directing efforts to the remodeling of the equipment and the technical reconstruction for boosting the capacity of the equipment, bringing about an upsurge in production. Successes are made in the seed-stage project for remodeling Panjin city of Ryanggang province. Officials and builders in the city have finished the frameworking and the rendering of hundreds of blocks of dwelling houses and production buildings through collective innovations during the first half of the year. They are now promoting their interior plastering and tiling on a full scale. They have produced and saved lots of building materials by themselves through active movement to collect idle materials. They have also increased the production of building materials with locally available raw materials 1.3 times as against the same period of last year, and actively introduced advanced construction methods to improve the quality of buildings. These days, the production of dairy products is expanded at the Hamhung City Youth Goat Farm and the Pyeongpung Goat Farm in Hamju County of South Hamgyong Province. Officials and employees of the farms have created hundreds of hectares of natural grasslands in a prospective way and put the goat breeding on a highly scientific basis. They have also made achievements in localizing raw materials badly needed for the production of dairy products and established a scientific quality inspection system for dairy products. They have increased the goat milk production 1.3 times as against the like period of last year, and sending yogurt and asphophilus milk to the nurseries and kindergartens in Hamhung City and Hamju County. And that's the end of the news read by Kim Seon-ok. This is Voice of Korea. This time we present the immortal masterpiece, Song of Korea, written by the great leader Kim Il-sung during the anti-Japanese revolutionary struggle.
more wonderfully. The Pyongyang Student and Children's Palace is standing on Changdae Hill, linked to Namsan Hill with the Grand People's Study House. The palace, with a total floor space of 50,000 square meters, was inaugurated on September 30th, 1952 or 1963. At that time, it was a very large building equivalent to the floor spaces of some machine building factories. The Pyongyang Student and Children's Palace was built at the proposal of the great leader Kim Il-sung. In October 36 or 1947, the second year after Korea was liberated from the colonial rule of the Japanese imperialists, when the building of a new country was at its height, Kim Il-sung proposed building the Children's Palace first with the money donated by patriotic traders and industrialists for nation building. This was how the construction of the palace started. But it was reduced to debris during the 3-year-long Fatherland Liberation War in the 1950s. After the war, the construction of the palace became the primary object for rehabilitation and construction of Pyongyang city. Seeing the design of the palace, Kim Il-sung suggested building it bigger and more wonderfully, and saw that it was completed 6 times bigger than its original scale. One day in April 1950 or 1951, when the palace was under construction, Kim Il-sung happened to hear a children's song on the radio. Premier Kim Il-sung built a high and beautiful palace. That day, he called officials in the field of construction deep at night. Kim Sung-hwan, a vice director of the Pyongyang Student and Children's Palace, says,
그래도 하드시르님께서는 오늘 어린이들의 방송을 들으니 그대로 있을 수가 없어.
The great leader Kim Il-sung said, "Today I heard a program for children on the radio. As I could not sit with folded arms, I called you though it's late at night." And he took some measures related to the construction of the children's palace. Looking around at the officials, he warmly said, "For whom are we working? We are working for the rising generations and the children. So let's build the house perfectly well. Let all parts of the country make different kinds of fixtures and equipment on the highest level. Hearing school children sing the song today, I think we owe them a lot. Let's build the Students and Children's Palace as soon as possible. Let all of us work off our debt to the children at an early date." Afterwards, too, Kim Il-sung visited the construction site time and again and took kind measures, said we should build literally a big palace with the best building materials such as marble and diamond. On the day when it was inaugurated, he looked at the palace again and again and said with great satisfaction that there is nothing to spare if we can bring up the school children wonderfully. The Pyongyang Students and Children's Palace, with a nearly 60-year-long history, tells forever the ennobling love for the rising generations shown by Kim Il-sung, who regarded the children as kings of the country.
You've been listening to an account under the title Bigger and More Wonderfully. This is Voice of Korea.
We now present female solo. We think of the leader awake or asleep.
그 하늘 그리워
갑니다. 두려움이 평생 사회주의에 빛내갑니다. 두려움이 한평생 같이 살는 유재의식 그의 성하는 사주니 하나씩이나 생각합니다. 두려움을 생각합니다. We now present the string quartet. We are yearning for your sunny smile. Now you listen to the song, Rays of Affection. The light realizes my dream and gives me miraculous power. I regard it as lifeline to defend with all my soul. My heart will never grow up with the rays of affection. I will follow Kim Jong-un all my life. Now you will enjoy light music for violin. We cannot live out of its embrace. I now present female chorus, Fly High, Our Party Flag. If you enjoy light music for piano, if our mother party wishes,
our road of march.
Dear listeners, with this we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Europe between 15 and 16 hours UTC, between 18 and 19 hours UTC, between 21 and 22 hours UTC, and between 13 and 14 hours UTC on 13,760 kHz and 15,245 kHz. For North America, between 15 and 16 hours UTC and between 13 and 14 hours UTC on 9,435 kilohertz and 11,710 kilohertz. And for Northeast Asia, between 4 and 5 hours UTC, and between 6 and 7 hours UTC, on 7,220 kilohertz, 9,445 kilohertz, and 9,730 kilohertz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.